Good evening everybody, it's Open Martin the Metalhead here, I hope you're going well. Apologise that I haven't made a video in the last couple of weeks. I've just been quite busy preparing for my upcoming trip next month. And I've been quite hard at working and seeing a lot of good friends of mine coming into London town. But I just haven't been out and about London much. I mean, matter of fact, I live in one borough and work in another borough, and as a total thing, I only see 2 London boroughs a week. So today I'm going to talk about 9 bands that I'd die to see. Or, well, I wouldn't really say it's bands, I mean there are a few solo artists on the list. So I'll start off with number 1, Danger. I saw Ted Poley live near Chicago in 2010, and I also saw him in Sydney in the same year. And Ted Poley is a really nice man. I had a chat to him about his guitarist, Andy Timmons, who played with Living John for many years. And the funny thing was, I actually did get to see Andy Timmons at the Sydney Opera House with Living John in 2012. I really wanted to see Danger in Hull 4 years ago, but unfortunately this idiot guy at my work came down with the flu, and so I couldn't go out to Hull. So I missed my chance of seeing Danger, and I don't know when I'll get to see him again. Number 2, Omen. Their first 4 albums in the 1980s were fantastic. Really like American power metal. They never really reached the peak of what Man of War got, but you know, they played at Headbangers Open Air in 2010, and Omen have always been a cult band that is like loved in Europe. But it's like literally virtually unknown in their own country. Kenny Powell has done a great job in the last 40 years with, you know, creating a beast of Omen. And I'll never forget the awesome song Teeth of the Hydra. Number 3, Razor. I was supposed to see Razor March last year, but before the tour was about to start in London, the pandemic kicked in. And so literally I don't think I'll be seeing Razor again until 2022. Number 4, Exciter, Canadian thrash metal band. A lot of people are kind of a bit skeptical about wanting to see Exciter because it's not the 3 original guys, but I mean at least it's Dan Beeler behind the kit and singing. I could have seen Exciter a couple of years ago, but unfortunately I was in South America when they were in London, and I don't know when I'll get to see them again. But you never know, it's all around the corner. Number 5, this is a big one, Mercyful Fate from Denmark. This is the band King Diamond was in before he went solo. Mercyful Fate will be touring next year. I'm kind of hoping they could do a gig in London. I'm really happy to see Joey Vera from Armored Saint and Fate's Warning on bass, replacing the man who passed away a couple of years ago. But literally, it's like a final farewell for Mercyful Fate because they've done nothing in the last 20 years. But you know, King Diamond has always he's always been like, Mercyful Fate's going to put out one more album and all, but I'm getting too much money with my own project, the King Diamond. But I mean, I have seen King Diamond in the past in London 5 years ago, and that was a fantastic concert, and I was really glad I was there. Number 6, Stevie Nicks / Lindsey Buckingham. Alright, Stevie Nicks is kind of like a bit of an inspiration to me. Like, if I did not buy her Belladonna record 13 years ago, I would have died of a heart attack, or I would have ended up in jail, or I would have done something quite stupid in my life when I was like 23. Now, Stevie Nicks came to London in 2017 to play at Hyde Park. I didn't want to go because I knew that I wouldn't be able to see the stage. And if you attend one of those Hyde Park concerts, if you buy the cheapest ticket, you will not get to see the stage. You'll just get to see a screen, so it's pretty pathetic. If you wanted to hear the artist, you could basically just like you hang outside Hyde Park and you could hear it. But Stevie Nicks came to Australia November 2017, and I called my dad up. I'm like, Dad, I want to go back to Australia because Stevie Nicks is playing, and I want to pick up some medicines and say hi to some of my friends. My dad's like, it's not worth it, Martin. It's not worth it. Stay in London. So that's what I did, even though I was in Kazakhstan that night. Number 7, Virgin Steele. I really loved their first album that was released in 1982, and it's kind of funny that this power metal band came from New York, and they've been able to achieve a lot of amazing, things in its career, even though they've never been like Whitesnake, or they've never been like Metallica, or they've never been like Judas Priest. Their music is just amazing. I haven't been able to see Virgin Steel at all because, well, they haven't played in Europe in many years, but they're not dead. So maybe someday I'll come back to Europe. Number 8. This is a band that I should have seen a long time ago. Metallica. The reason I've not seen Metallica live is because I don't want to pay a large amount of money. I mean, many years ago I would have paid a large amount of money to see Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne. But these days I'm like, no, I don't want to pay top dollar to see a band I really like. I mean, Styx only cost me 32 quid for a back row seat. So I'm quite cheap these days. And at number 9, a band that I should have seen many times ago but I've been too lazy, Praying Mantis. New album Giants. Metallica and all those thrash bands drew a lot of inspiration from Praying Mantis. I love most of their stuff. I even had a couple of their albums on my iPod when I was in my 20s. But I've never brought myself to see Praying Mantis live. Anyway, these are the bands I die to see. I'm Martin the Metalhead. I'm over and out.